Welcome back to League Park for the second week in a row. This is round 4, the hometown Wellington Orcas taking on the visiting Aoraki Eels, travelling up from the South Island for this one. This is Anthony Gelling, joined alongside you by Crystal Rota. Crystal, have you watched much of the men's competition this year? My assumption is that you've been focused on the ladies.
Yeah, I have actually been focused on the ladies, and the only sort of men's games I've watched is games that have been either before ours or either counties, to be fair. So, but still, you know, still love to watch the men's game. It's developing well throughout the region, so excited to see how today's game pans out.
Well, let me fill you in, because last week we were here and I called it the best game of rugby league that I've seen this year, and that's saying something with the NRL and the way that things have gone this year. So it was a 32 points to 38 loss for the home side, Wellington going down to Otago, but what a game it was. As the locals file in, they'll be wanting some of the same action they saw last week. It was 6 tries that they ran in, and we'll look at some of the Wellington players. We'll see who's backing up from last week as we look at their team list. So it's a nice looking team there. It's a very big bench, very physical pack. But one guy that stood out last week was this number 22, Crystal, Star Masai. Keep your eyes on him. He is a real game breaker. They scored 6 tries. He might have had 6 tries this, I believe. He had his hand on everything. We spoke to their coach just a moment ago.
Damon, how's the squad shaped up today? Any injuries?
Yeah, we've actually had a number of them. We're a bit light on our bench today, but you know, we can only go with what we've got.
To go further in the comp, you need points, but I suppose you still got to win. Does that change your approach in any way?
To be fair, not really, because we haven't really played for longer than about 20 minutes at a time, and if we play how we've been training, then it'll take care of itself.
How have you found this year's competition for your team?
It's actually been awesome. Back in the Premiership, first time in 9 years, and travelling to Invis was an experience. Some of the boys haven't been down there. You know, it was 30 years since I've been down there. Last time I was down there, you couldn't push a key into the ground at 2:30, so we actually got lucky. We just got hailed straight in our face on kickoff. But it's been awesome. The boys have really enjoyed it.
Brilliant, mate. All the best against Aoraki today.
Yeah, thanks very much.
So this is the team that they'll be taking on. The boys from the South Island. I've seen them play earlier against Otago. They've had a tough run in this competition, very green around the edges, but they seem to be finding their way. Funny stat, they've only scored 12 points in every single game. They score exactly 12 in their last 3 games. We spoke to their coach, Ashley Jenkins, a moment ago.
Well, Ashley, how's the trip and is everyone fit?
Yeah, mate, we got here eventually. It was looking a bit dicey about Thursday. Got a few broken bodies that are just pushing through. And then last night we had a couple of beers as a team and did a bit of team bonding and, you know, get that camaraderie going, which is going to be important when you're coming up here.
What's been the key learnings for you and your team from this year's comp?
Honestly, experience. We lost the Ashburton Barbarians as a club this year, who play in our local comp and provide an avenue for guys in our region to play up in Christchurch. And we're just missing that core group of guys that have played league in, week out, all year, and that's probably what we're missing at the moment, just all the little 1%ers. We get most of the game right, but when it goes wrong fast.
Chance to go at this Wellington team. All the best for the game this afternoon, mate.
Thank you very much.
So Coach Ashley Jenkins, his first year coaching the side, and he brings him down here to a very windy 26 kilometres, typical Wellington day. As the two sides, shoulder to shoulder, they make their way out onto the field. League Park, the venue for today's clash. These guys got in nice and early, best seats in the house. A truly iconic ground here in the nation's capital. Your referee for today, Mr. Jack Fevers. He's been all over the country this week. He was down in Christchurch, I believe, yesterday. He was down there for the national tournament also. So he's Mr. Worldwide, Jack Fevers. The man in the middle, waiting for the signal, is Fereti Soloa. Wellington running from left to right on your screen. They're chasing a win today, expecting a big win against this Aoraki team. A real tussle for the top three in this Section B, which encompasses all the South Island teams, including Wellington in that group. And if they can win by 40 points here, Wellington, they'll move themselves up to second place, which won't be enough to overtake first, but they do play Canterbury next week, so a big win there could see them take top spot. So everything to play for, especially when that top spot will be playing the winner of the Section A, which encompasses all the Auckland teams. As Soloa. First touch for Wellington, and it's a good one. 4 or 5 tackles beaten as Masai defenders falling off tackles. Far too easy for Wellington at the moment. Itula goes left. They're a very physical side, the Orcas. That was a common theme with their game last week. Very physical up the middle, great defense to go with it. So Itula from dummy half. It's the two middles going shoulder to shoulder. That's JB Brown and Mulitalo. Masai, short ball. I spoke about the ball playing of the man, and that time wasting no seconds on the clock, getting his team on the board. Seni Mulitalo.
Yeah, just a beautiful line run. They didn't even have the numbers out there. You see all the defenses compressed from the Aoraki side. Out on that right edge, so much space for that try to be scored. Almost too easy it looked for Wellington, their first set of the game.
Yes, well, they're a big side too. Great to see them back in the Premiership grade, as their coach mentioned. He also mentioned a few injuries, a few guys playing with injuries. And he also mentioned his team's inability to play longer than these little 20-minute windows that they do.
It's always hard for a coach when you've got players that can only play limited minutes with your sub-rotations.
So Soloa adds the extras. You can see the effect of the wind as that ball pushed away in the background. Star Masai picking up where he left off last week. Star by name, star by nature, we were saying. So Aoraki restarting players, Wellington from inside their 20. Itula Passes out to the left. They look like they're ready to go down this left edge off the back of that offload. Some defense there from Toroka, the number 4 out there on the right edge for Aoraki. It's a very staggered defensive line. There'll be some pockets here to run, especially with markers on the ground. Itola, that's all he needs. As we go to Marseille. Out the back this time. It was a short ball for the last try they set up. Great work from the winger to stay in field. Last tackle, Masai traps it with his feet. Little kick looking for empty space, but he finds a fullback in Ryle. So Benji Ryle out to the 10. Aoraki, first touch of the ball. This is Norton Powell, the number 9, as they win themselves a penalty. Some nice running there from Taufa. What kind of game are you anticipating from these, what you've seen so far, Crystal?
Yeah, just from the defence that we've seen from Aoraki already, if they tighten that up, could be a close game, but if they continue to defend the way they have, could open up some floodgates for this Wellington side.
Well, they have a points differential in the 90s. They've cocked some big losses early on, 12 points to 58. They went down to Canterbury. 62 points to 12 in the loss to Otago. And 48-12 against Southland last week. They play Wellington this week. They have a bye next week, so essentially this is their last game. Mad Monday following this. Courtney Place, maybe. So on the back of the penalty. This is last tackle. They weren't expecting that. Breakdown in communications there from Aoraki. Jesse McDonald, he wanted nothing to do with that on the last tackle. This is the Orcas. 40 out from the Aoraki line. It's a very tight-looking defensive pack. A very tight attacking shape that they're marking up against.
Got to get a bit tighter in the ruck area as well, Aoraki.
So that's the way forward. The Orcas, looks like a simple game plan so far. Go hard, go straight. As Mose plays it back to Itula. Masai. This is a nice attacking point here. They've got somewhat of a short side, but they go back to the open. Masai shows short. That pass is on the ground, but backwards. Play on is the call. Aoraki defense arriving there in numbers 3 in that tackle as they come back down the short side. Itula offload, and it opens up. Back on the inside. Toalofa, the number 3, he's got himself a try.
Yeah, they seem to be attacking down that left edge, this Wellington side, which is pulling the defensive line of the Aoraki side across and then spinning it out to their right edge where they've found a try again and some success as they did in their first try. See, Hooker jumps out to the short side, doesn't get it himself, but he gets the offload away to Toalofa, who gets Wellington their second try of the game.
Yeah, good fight here. Thought he might have scored himself. Nice work to keep the ball freaks. I think he was going in touch. Look at that cameraman right on the spot. There's your profile picture for the next 12 months. Might be the Tinder photo. Here's me scoring tries. So Saloa lines us up. Looks like quite a hearty breeze going from right to left. Don't let the ball hit the grass. The chat from the sideline. Great advice. Don't know how you're meant to play the ball without it touching the grass.
I was just
Interesting
thinking
tactic. I think I know what he means.
Keep it in the hands, maybe.
So finger on the ball. A tried and tested technique here in Wellington. Wow, might have to aim for the car park.
Bit of a boomerang.
I don't know if it's coming back, but it's certainly going across field. Conversion unsuccessful. 10-0 Wellington lead. The visitors. Just slightly to the left.
Slightly.
Ever so slightly. I'm sure he'll make his adjustments now that he's seen the full force of that breeze. Aoraki. They've felt the full force of Wellington in the first 10 minutes. Let's see what adjustments they make. Hold on, has the wind just gone the other way now? How's that working?
Let's go from here, structure. Structure.
Maybe it goes from right to left into the trees and then back around. Like a fishbowl. The swirling breeze. Smart decision here, tap and go from the halfway. Don't want to leave anything to chance. Not on that breeze. So this is the Orcas. Look at the leg drive. It's got the arm free for the offload. None forthcoming though from JB Brown as he plays it back to Itula. Decoy runners going through. Star Marseille linking up with Mulitalo. He scored the first try. As we look for candidates for the third try. Mulitalo. Offload. It's off the knees. And back into his hands. Pinball. As that ball goes loose for Wellington.
Probably safer to just hold it and play the ball.
Well, they seem to be going forward regardless, without the shape, just one off the ruck. Big bodies running hard. Not having any problem making meters. So Aoraki, first play off the scrum. They win themselves a penalty. It's the second of the game. Yeah, the late flop there. Can't be doing that. Parts here. Penalised. So Ofisa Talinga, he's a number 11 for Aoraki. He scored a try in their first game that lost to Canterbury. He also scored a try in their loss against Southland. So we'll look at him as a possible game breaker. Etienne Van Ziel. He's parked out on the other edge. As Ryle tries to break the tackle, but he's brought down. Aoraki with some decent territory. This is that man we talked about, Salinga. Back to Norton Powell. So ball goes down. It looked like some nice space opening up on the inside, perhaps.
Yeah, that's where the space appeared to be. Showed some promising shape though, Aoraki's side. Block runners running through with some backdoor plays. Nice face ball there, unable to find the hands of Ryle.
So Masai plays it. Nice little push in the scrum there from Aoraki. No effect though as Wellington. 2 tackles in. Some nice fight in the tackle from Manu Torpini. Pushing his opposite number back over the 40. Up to halfway now. 15 gone. 10-0 to score. The Orcas charge down the field through Brown. Itula. Masai. We're going to play through the line, but he's chopped down in a nice tackle. And this brings up the last. Soloa. Oh, footwork, power, speed. The point over to the cameraman too. He wants to upgrade his profile photo.
I was thinking it's not the best idea on the last, but when you go yourself straight through the middle of the park. Beautiful try there from Saloa. Had no right to go through that space in the middle.
No, he certainly didn't. Great stuff there from Wellington though. 3rd try. After doing a bit of tackling in between, back-to-back sets, they defended off the back of that penalty. As Saloa lines up the extras. Big day for Rugby League. NRL final on tonight, Crystal.
Yeah, up the Broncos.
Broncos, you reckon?
Yeah. Well, I want them to win.
Who do you think will win though?
Oh, I think it's going to be a tough one.
I can't decide.
Oh,
This is most games I have a slight opinion on. You know, one team slightly edges the other, but I don't have a clue for this one.
What's your TAB bet?
Karapani anytime. Actually, I think that was the only one for this game. So Saloa. That is a masterclass.
Beauty.
Hit that beautifully. I think the key there was he kicked it harder, so there was less effect from the wind.
Complete our sets.
That looks too easy. That looks like he's playing at lunchtime back at high school. No one wants to get their uniform too dirty, so they don't want to get the shoulder stuck in or dive for him. So the Eels, they put it over the sideline on that last kick. This time it lands inside the 10, brought back outside the 20. Oh. Little miscommunication there as the ball goes out the back. Masai wasn't prepared for it. So no meters gained on that play. But here's some nice meters from Mulitalo. Masai, cut out ball. He hit the panic button there, didn't he? The offload launch back inside. Masai. So no set restart with that pass back on the inside. As they get to halfway. A pass deep back in the pocket. Given time and space for the kicker, who kicks the belly of the ball. It comes out on the 20, and now the Eels on tackle 1. Bringing it out from the 30. This is Ryle. Nice little step, trying to get between defenders as they work him onto his back. 20 minutes into the first half now. 16-0 the score. As Aoraki fight to get out of their half. Norton Powell. Wide pass. Talenga took that pass at the line, tried to put it in reverse to get away from the defenders. Masai chasing out to put some kick pressure on. Is this contestable? Nice bounce, but it's gone into touch. No touch ruled from the lineman. So Wellington with the ball back.
Gotta give props to Masai. Little hunt on that defensive chase from Marker. He does everything. All the little 1%ers. I can see why you were talking him up at the beginning of the show. Brilliant player.
Well, we've just gone past the 20-minute mark. Of course, the criticism from their coach was that they don't play longer than 20 minutes. So we'll see if they can keep the intensity up here. We'll see if they can stay locked in, which isn't always easy to do. You're up 16-0. We saw a team that was up and away in that last game, didn't we?
Yeah.
Kind of lose focus, and they end up losing the game.
24-0.
Was it 24-0? Wow. And they end up going down 28-32. Waikato, big win in the women's competition over Wellington earlier today. As here he goes again. Soloa offload. Bit of a lob pass. Time for the defense to arrive, but are they onside? Long pass. Oh, thought he might have gone for the intercept. Couldn't get there in time as Mulatalo runs in try number 2. Mulatalo, try number 2, big meters, big mullet.
It was a beautiful break from Saloa. Beautiful cutout pass. Straight out to Mulatalo, who's on for his 2nd try of the game. Good team effort from Wellington.
Yeah, nice pass there. Manu Topani's in number 13 in the red headgear. Can't miss him in the middle. So Fereti Soloa making his way slowly over to take this kick. Did he pick up an injury perhaps? So lining up this conversion, it's Chase Makamaka, the number 13 in the red headgear. Apologies. He was great last week, scored a try in that game against Otago. Saloa, I thought he'd cracked the code. But this one's slightly to the left, the wind getting the better of him on that one. So 20-0 the score remains. So change of kicker here.
Run smart, run smart.
But now Rua puts it into that same corner.
You see it, you see it.
There's a nice lift off the bench. Tuisila. JB Brown. He's been a handful. 24 minutes in the bank for him. He looks like he's picked up a knock. Mulitalo. Masai. Defense up nice and hard there to make that tackle on Maka Maka. Itula. Looking for someone to pass, so I thought they might have kicked it early. Last tackle now, Maka Maka. Masai. Straight to the winger. Nice positioning from Aoraki as the back three look to get busy.
Yeah, you can see a bit of fatigue setting in. Decision making hasn't been the best. The options of runners for the hookers has not been there. A bit tired. There's only one marker defensively from the Wellington side. Need to make sure they don't lapse in that area.
Well, Norton Powell, they've been able to get a little bit of meters in those last three tackles, but still very much in their own half. Here's a nice run. An almost break there from Taufa. Last tackle. Swirling in that breeze, it comes down just shy of the 20-metre line. Wellington on play one. Taking from Saloy, he doesn't look great. He's taken a knee again after playing that ball. Whare Paparawiri throws that back in field. He scored 3 tries last week. As we come back to the mark, the original mark, with the referee called held. This is nice. Defense just hanging on. Brown pushes through. Now here's some space. Can they create the 2-on-1? Well, it's a 3-on-2, 4-on-2 at the moment. Might not need the one. No support required. As Messi Taualofa bags his 2nd try of the game.
Yeah, that was just pure individual brilliance. Ball spread across to Taualofa, steps back on the inside, gets spun around by the defense, gets back in behind 3 defenders to score a 2nd try of the day.
Well, it's been all the action down the right side. Taualofa, 2nd try of the day. Mulitalo is back row. He's got 2 tries as well. So this could be a change of kicker perhaps. Saloa mentioned he took a knee after he played that ball. Back on the 40. I can't see him in the huddle. He might not be on the field. The coach did mention players playing injured. I think he is in there still, but we've got 12 minutes till half-time. We'll see if he can hold on till then as Star Masai lines up the extras. He kicked 4 goals last week. He missed 2. It was a 4-point difference in the end. So every conversion matters. As I mentioned, if they can win by 40 here today, they move into 2nd place ahead of Otago, who beat Wellington last week but were beaten yesterday in a very good game by Canterbury. So beautiful strike from a side. 26-0 the score. 30 minutes gone. What's your take on this one so far, Crystal?
Yeah, it's been some pretty dominant stuff from this Wellington side. Nothing too fancy, just getting strong runs off the back of their props, like JB Brown getting good yards, good shifts out to this right edge where they've found a lot of success today, with 2 people scoring 2 tries already on the right side. So just the left side defence of this Aoraki side need to tighten up.
Oh, they're up there for a short kick. It's a beautiful one. Looks like it's knocked on both ways. Have you seen perhaps an area that Aoraki could be dangerous? Or have you not seen enough of them with the ball to kind of spot that yet?
Haven't had enough possession in hand. You know, they've run a couple of good plays, but haven't really found much success. Haven't had much opportunity though. Been on defence majority of this game. And that's what the scoreboard shows as well.
So the feed there is Wellington. Get it back underway. So some nice chemistry in this Wellington side. There's a few guys that have played together all season domestically for Wellington. There's 4 of them from the Randwick team. Masai, Taualofa, we talk about that combination on that right edge. You can see it already. Josiah Party is another one. Zach Mosse. All 4 of them playing for Randwick. Randwick defeating Whiti Te Rā in the final, 26 points to 22. No hard feelings, I'm sure. His players primarily made up of the top 4 of those clubs. Toa, another club started in Wellington. We've got Latali, Makamaka, Fafita, Denzel Vaitongi all playing for Toa. So a great mix from across the district. And a great team they've assembled. Oh, here we go. Not too much in it. A little bit of push and shove here.
The Lions lady's like...
That look says it all, doesn't it? Please don't punch each other.
Yeah.
All I have is a flag.
Yeah, I can't step in.
So, Itongi, Atula, sorry. Masai's ready to go. He's looking for the quick tap. 20 out. I can imagine they will just tap and go. It's a great place to be attacking from. JB Brown. Well, they could have just kicked for touch with the meters he's made on that first carry. Atoni. Masai. And there it is. Gave away a penalty just a moment ago, but Savia. Oh, apologies, that's Whare Paparawiri, the number 5. Scored a hat-trick last week, and he's got one today. So I believe that brings up try number 6 for Wellington.
Yeah, they've been scoring down the right edge all day. This Wellington side pulled the trigger and have gone down the left side. Whare Paparawiri almost looks too easy. Still got a mate on his outside too, who we could have given the try to. Massive numbers. Defensively, I think Aoraki need a number off a bit better. Stop this momentum of the tries from the Wellington side.
Well, interesting tactic there to tap and go from just inside a halfway. Do you think it's easier as a team to defend your try line than it is to defend perhaps maybe 20 or 30 out? Do you think teams are more likely to take different shots at you?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to. I would take the tap from out there to sort of run into some attacking points and then throw some shape.
Okay.
That's my personal preference.
So this time, the other way against the wind. Flag stayed down, 30 points to 0. Nice width there from Wellington. Coming at the Eels from all angles. It could be in for a very high scoring day if the trend continues. Wow, so some fish legs coming on for Aoraki as that ball falls short. They almost bait him into touching it and getting the penalty. So they'll tap and go again from halfway. Some big shots here, some fresh legs on the field. Have a look at this one, number 14 for Aoraki, Danny Minogue. He could be the most southern man I've ever seen. Maka Maka. Masai. They're just setting up for the big play here. What's it gonna be? Masai. Dummies this time. He had options. Oh, he's all class. Too silky. I love the way he plays the game. He's good, isn't he? I said before the game, keep your eye on this fella. He's so good to watch.
He's got it all.
I really enjoyed watching him last week, and look at it, you just don't know what he's going to do.
The dummy, the fend, the hit and spin. He deserves that try. He's been setting up tries for others. They just allow him too much time with the ball in hand. But he is one of those halves where you don't know whether to tackle him or slide off on his runners.
Well, something I've noticed in this competition, there's some big number 6s or, you know, some really big ball players. Otago's got a 6 called Keenan Messina. He picked up an injury yesterday. He's another big boy with really good hands. You've got Fakao Takakala also playing in that Section A comp. And Star Messiah, another one. So the big boys, it's big boy season 2025. There's Saloa. Looks like he's picked the kicking duties back up again. Flags it down. I thought that might have gone through from our camera angle.
From a different angle, see the show and go. Hit and spin, another dummy. Leaves 2 defenders behind him on the ground.
Well, I mentioned Wellington had to win by 40 to get themselves into second place. We could see that in the first half alone. So I think it's safe to say they've shaken that habit of only playing in 20-minute windows. They've kept the pressure on right throughout this first half. Oh, and just as I say that, they go and drop the ball in the play the ball. So Aoraki. This is their chance to get on the board. I don't think they've come within the Wellington 30.
No, I don't believe so.
Not to my memory, but they're here now. Let's see what they got up their sleeve. First play. They drive one in, 20 out. Minogue. Is Norton Powell looking for some size. That's Clash of the Titans, the two 15s coming together. That's Sua, plays it. Norton Powell wrapping around, short ball, that's a nice play. Nice D from Wellington is Whittaker Prendeville. Plays it now, Norton Powell. Grubber, it's on the ground, it's holding up. No, it's not. It keeps rolling. That's going to be a 7-tackle settle, though. I think we might just see 2 tackles. As the clock winds down. We'll see if we even get to the tap here. Masai in position. So, Aoraki, their one and only chance, unsuccessful.
Yeah, unable to capitalise on that one and only chance. To defend here and try and hold this Wellington side out before half-time. There they are.
So that brings an end to a very dominant first half from Wellington. Aoraki, tough day at the office. 34 points to 0 here at halftime. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with some highlights from the first half. Welcome in and welcome back to League Park here in Wellington. We are just in time to catch that second half restarting. Aoraki doing it tough at the moment, 34 points to 0. Starved of possession is what you said, Crystal. They did have one crack at the Wellington line in the first half, though.
Yeah, that was about all they had. Unable to make anything of it, though. Been defending pretty much majority of the game, which is always going to be tough, very tiring.
Well, it's been great to see them in the competition this year. This team very much thrown together. First year coaching Ashley Jenkins. They've been up against it, some very competitive Section B. Some big losses are along the way, but they have scored some points. I mentioned before the game, they've managed to score 12 points in every game. So if trends continues, you would say they have 2 tries left in them. It's Makamaka. Star Masai. Not held and still pumping the legs. That's Van Ooyen in the pink headgear, started on the bench. Sends the marker flying there. As the ref comes back off the mark, I presume. So Josh Fafita, the number 20, he can whack. He's on in the dummy half roll as Wellington cruising in. With their first little piece of position, they get a penalty, they kick it out. 3 drives in and a try in the left corner.
Yeah, you're just about talking about Fafita. Notice as soon as the second half started, his ball distribution, crisp pass from dummy half. Something I'm always going to notice as a hooker myself, the passing out of dummy half. But Wellington in already, 2 minutes into the second half. The shift down this left edge. Maybe they had a change up, decided to have some attacking opportunities down the left side. Try there for Sabia.
Yeah, good service there from Fafita. I have to mention though, it was his defense last week that stunned me. He's not the biggest of them, but he gets stuck in. He's got flawless technique, gets in low under the ball. We'll see if he puts on a couple of big shots the next time Aoraki get the ball back. Not too sure when that might be. But here's Saloa. Saloa 40% off the tee. Some very windy conditions, a swirling breeze as we described it. So a lot of trust in the wind. I don't know if there's that much though. It stays out to the right. 38 points to 0. The score remains. They're now just 2 points away from moving into second place, overtaking Otago. Going one below Canterbury, who currently leads Section B. Undefeated. 3 big wins, one of them coming yesterday down there in Christchurch, Maupunawai Sports Complex against Otago. 30 points to 20. But if Wellington can put up a big score today, it'll certainly set up a very interesting final round when Wellington take on Canterbury. That could be the battle for first and second. First place will go on to play the winner of Section A, which is the northern contingent. Fafita. Masai. Oh, put down there.
Yeah, that was unlucky. It was a good line being run. I think if he had found that space, it would have been very hard to stop, as he has been all game, JB Brown.
Well, that would have been JB Brown one-on-one with the fullback.
Yeah. Don't like the odds.
Fullback's thanking his lucky stars. So Aoraki in possession. Norton Powell, the dummy half, goes 360 before passing the ball off. They don't make much meters on the plate. 35 out now. Here's a little bit of space. The aerial step from Toroka. Takes him back in field. Taufa, long pass back towards the middle. They'll play it here, 20 out. Norton Powell. Short ball. Van Ziel. I thought it was Van Ziel. I think it might be Bradley Clark, actually, the number 12 out there. They look very similar. So a repeat set, a little bit against the grain.
Yeah. Good opportunity for Orcas. They haven't had a back-to-back set.
Well, we'll see what happens off the short dropout, because this wind has been wild. So if they do try to go short and high, this could end up anywhere. But they send it mid-range instead. There's Aoraki. Minogue. Right they go. Nice little 2-on-2. Good defense there from Taualofa. Looks like he's switched sides. Oh, the Eels. Inches away. Norton Powell. Minogue. Here's a bit of space. Ryle. Tried to get back through on that left foot. Appealed for a high shot. So they win themselves a penalty. We'll see what they do with it now as they tap and go. Danny Minogue throws that pass back into Mana. Minogue's there again at first receiver. So a nice shot there from Manu Topini. Somewhat of a lollipop pass as the defense slide off the ball. If the first one was a lollipop, that one's a rainbow over the sideline.
Yeah, wasted opportunity. Aoraki. Their third attacking set, attacking opportunity. The back of a goal line dropout and then discipline lapse from Wellington. But yeah, just not the right options. Didn't really have any bodies and motions to sort of create anything. And now Wellington back in position.
Masai using that ball well. They go down the short side. Whare Paparaweri. Can move. 40 out now. Oh. Big shot, trying to stem the flow of this Wellington attack. Nice take on the offload. Thinks about another one, but the Eels wrap him up. That tackle of Minogue. Masai. Here's a bit of time and space for the left edge. Saloa. Oh, the pass back inside, knocked down. That's a try though. I believe it was knocked back from the Eels. Play on the call and another Wellington try.
Yes, another break from Saloa. He's been brilliant this game. Getting good yards. Getting good breaks and allowing opportunities like this to open up. Shalom Sabia.
Well, the tries are coming in twos for our try scorers. Mulatalo, Taualofo got a double as well. Could have been a hat trick there for Taualofo, but he throws it back inside. So nice put down there. Points are plenty. You wonder if it'll be points are plenty in that semi-final tonight. Broncos, Panthers. Can you believe that Reece Walsh is playing?
Oh, I know.
A blatant headbutt in the semi-final,
that's
sent from the
madness.
field, yet somehow still playing. From all the rulings, all the high shots that have been given out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a headbutt to the face is nothing.
Do you think it's more of a get the bums on seats?
I think so.
Getting people to the game because everyone wants to watch Reece Walsh.
I think so, but then unfortunately for Paddy Carrigan, he had somewhat of a mild high shot. He's been suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like someone had to go. They couldn't let them both
Yeah.
off. But your headbutt sweep will drop the other guy.
Yeah, but Paddy Carrigan, massive loss for the Broncos.
Yeah, I wonder if that will be the difference. So another view of that try. A few missed tackles there from the Eels.
Yeah, it looked like a mistake from Taualofo when he threw the ball back on the inside, but wasn't the case.
Oh, they must be frustrated because they had a couple of good attempts at the line. Look at that.
Love that for them.
Danny Minogue jumping on that short kickoff. And this is nice. They haven't had many opportunities, but they're creating opportunities. It was a risky play, but it's paid off. As they look to throw some different looks at Wellington. trying to breach this Orcas defence, which is held very strong up until now. Ryle, well, it continues to hold strong. 52 minutes into the contest. Can the Eels find their first points? Mr. Ravula. Norton Powell, long pass. Oh, thought it might be crossfield. It's a little one. Looking for Clark as he slips over. An unlucky bounce there for the Eels. But they've got the Orcas in a great position. If they can keep him inside their 20, or even better, force the error. Masai from dummy half. Wrapped up in the tackle from Minogue. Fafita. Whare Paparawiri. So tackle for Masai. Smart play, kicking early. He spotted the defenders up. Is that a 40-20?
May have been. Celebrating like it is.
Well inside the 40. No questions there. Is that a 30-10? Wow.
Can do everything, this man.
Here come the Orcas. Fafita. Short ball. Mulitalo looking for number 3. Smart play not to reach out. Patience from the Orcas. Masai. He kicked the 40-20 as he looks to break the Eels defense for his second try. Fafita. Oh, just about. Gets there eventually. But the Orcas up and running. Start Masai, as you said, he just does everything, doesn't he? He scores the tries, he sets them up, kicks the 40-20s, kicks the goals. I'm sure he could trim the hedges on this field as well.
Sets the platform in this one. But Fafita, out of dummy half, has a runner on his outside but decides to go himself, scores straight under the post.
Yeah, nice fight, good awareness too. He didn't get the ball down first time, but he was able to roll over, get it down right on the line for his first try. 46-0, soon to be 48. 15 gone in the second half.
Yeah, defense had shifted off too early. Worried about the big runners through the middle instead of worrying about the dummy half.
Yeah, well, we saw some tries from dummy half in that game earlier. Waikato taking down Wellington. What a game that was. Been a great competition for the women. What have you made of the NRLW this year, Crystal?
Yeah, I loved watching the Warriors, the women's Warriors, the women's Wars, under some great coaching of Ronald Griffith. It's just good, like, you know, I know he's looking at the bigger picture, the long-term plan, which is good for our local footy and our local players as well, having the pathway, you know, and that goal to aim for in the Warriors. But yeah, today we see the Broncos take on the Knights. That'll be a good game as well at Suncorp Stadium.
Have you got a prediction for that one?
I think it's going to be a really good game, but I think the Broncos will get up having the home advantage.
Well, home advantage certainly working here for the Eels. 48-0. 56 minutes gone as Fafita finds Taualofa. Looking like a change of position for him. He was out on the left side. I'm not sure. He seems to be all over the field. Left side, right side. Saloa's still on at fullback. Looked like he picked up a knock in the first half. As the referee calls time off, he's seen something. a little hand on the face. Don't think it was too much in it. Little beard pull maybe. Just wanted to see if it was real. Has there been any, have they announced who the new signings are for the NRLW? I know
No, not
there's
yet.
been rumours for 4 big names.
Yeah, yeah.
You definitely know, but you don't want to say.
Don't know if you're allowed to say.
Okay, so you do know. That's all right. Keep it to yourself. I like the anticipation, the surprise. It's for feet up. So much size in this Wellington team. Zach Morset, Masai, Party out. Nice, play the ball. Fafita, I knew he was going to go from there. Josh Fafita, try number 2. Great play the ball from Partia.
Yeah, it was good, quick momentum. Gets up and plays the ball, catches the defense line still retreating. And then Fafita, smart dummy half. Straight into the space where the defenders hadn't even made it back on side. But love a quick play the ball as a dummy half. Fafita capitalising on it in this instance.
So that brings up the half century. 52 points to 0. Aoraki have conceded as much as 62. And that was their game against Otago in the second round. They have managed to score 36 points for themselves throughout the competition. None today though. We approach the final 20 minutes. I'll be wanting to get that donut off the scoreboard. Saloa adds the extras. $54 points to 0. This could be the biggest scoring game in this year's competition. We'll see if the Orcas can keep their focus. Not always easy in games like this, is it? A lot of times you see teams that have been playing well can drop their standards when met with opposition that just aren't up to it.
Yeah, it just gets hard to maintain that level. Some teams are good at it. Oh, here we go again. Another break here.
Well, he wants to get himself on the score sheet, Maya, because all the outside backs have got 2 tries each. So a slow play the ball. This is ruthless stuff from the Orcas. Fafita, is he going to go for a hat-trick? Passes out this time. Saloa, big bumpers, keeps the legs going. Great run from the fullback. Kiss the skies. He brings up a double. 2 tries for everybody.
Yeah, he gets a double himself this time, but he's also been the reason a lot of these other guys have got their doubles from the breaks he makes in the game. Too strong. Doesn't look like he's got anything happening for him. He just bumps off 2 defenders, people trying to hold on to his clothes, and he's straight through. Beautiful try from Saloa.
Well, it's been a good tournament so far for Wellington. They had a round 1 win against Southland. Star Masai scoring a try. Van Ooyen. Robert Ulaula. John Whare Paparawiri getting all over the line. Whiriti Saloa, sorry, kicked 2 goals in that one. 20 points to 8. They were victorious. They had a bye in week 2. And then their first loss coming last week in that game against Otago. What a game it was. You'd love to see a 3-game series of that, Wellington versus Otago. Two really entertaining teams. As we still see Ezekiel Meyer down on the ground. Made a great run off that big line break. Hopefully nothing too serious as the clock keeps running here. The referee just gone back to check that the player's okay. 60-0 the score.
Probably not a game you need to hold time for.
No, not with this scoreline. I think for the sake of my Sunday afternoon, they should keep the clock running. 60-0. Time running out for the Eels to come back in this one. As they concede a penalty. Don't know if that's come out of frustration or perhaps some genuine competition trying to get the ball. Bradley Clark getting the shoulder stuck in there. I'm sure the coach will be happy with this.
Yeah.
He's got a big game next weekend. This is the kind of form they want to take into it. So Morset. The pass goes past Makamaka and into the hands of Mulitalo. Fafita, short side. It's a nice 3-on-3. Is that pass from Masai on the money. Pulled in nicely. And Tui Sila looked like a wide receiver in the NFL, pulling that one down. Any given Sunday. 64 minutes on the clock, 64 points on the scoreboard for the Orcas. It's a great way to start your set, isn't it? Two big forwards going bang, bang, and then whichever way you go, left or right.
Especially when they're dragging the defenders in, as they have been all game, opening up the space on the edges for tries to be scored like this. And doing it the whole game. Tuisila, the beneficiary of that one.
Do you feel there's, do you think there's, as a coach, do you think there's still a place in the game for the big prop? Like the big 140 kilo?
And I guess it depends at what level you're playing. But you know, the faster the game, the more intensity in the game. It's a lot harder for them to keep up. They can be a bit of more of a liability in some instances, just with how the game is. You know, the aim is to get a fast, play the ball, quick ruck speed, and if you can't maintain that for long enough, especially with limited subs, then that's when it becomes, you know, becomes a bit of an issue. Unlimited subs, it's all good, you know, you can have them on for a hard and fast hit up and then get them off, but, you know, when you only got 10 subs or 12 subs, it's a bit harder to have a place for them.
So is that why the Warriors shouldn't sign Nelson?
Put him around the spot with that question.
You just gave me a lot of reasons why they shouldn't. Although this Wellington pack giving me reasons why they should, showing that what you can do with a bit of size.
The other thing with Nelson is discipline games. Yeah, when he starts to get tired, he causes a lot of penalties.
Well, the discipline's been great in the competition so far. You know, the only fight I've seen this year was in the under-16 girls competition, and it was ruthless. Those girls don't hold back, man. There's some absolute warriors. So, Fafita looking for someone to take the ball forward as they click back into sport mode now. Oh, there it is. Big carry from Morset. Mulitalo going through as a decoy. Toa. Another damaging run. Partia. Now that was last tackle. He might have lost count as he looked to get down and up for another sharp play the ball. Fafita moving in to run as well. Perhaps he forgot it was last tackle. So the Eels, their last game of the tournament, their last game for the year. Can they finish on a high?
Yeah, I hope they stick to those stats that you spoke of earlier of 2 tries. Got 13 minutes to do so.
Well, you'd like him to take away something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely, especially for their last game of the campaign.
Well, can they finish on a high? Can they finish with a try? Oh, no. Nearly goes from bad to worse as he kicks that ball towards some young children. They duck for cover. Jaden Callis-Taylor, the number 5 out there. He's had a quiet game, not much ball out to the wingers in this one. Boom. Nearly knocked the chips out. So Fafita, he's got options both sides. He's a little bit spoilt for choice. He chooses to go down the right edge. Oh, almost. Can only laugh at himself there as he tried to go around the outside, but gets the shove over the sideline. Chopper Van Ooyen.
Thought he was gone. Definitely got some pace. He's so close to the line, he just needed a little nudge.
So nice work from the Eels, 20 out. I've been impressed with George Norton-Powell, the number 9 for the Eels. Usually they have another one that comes on and they kind of interchange. They had a guy called the Turtle, was his nickname. He's very speedy, but he's not there today. The Turtle is MIA, so Norton-Powell, he's played big minutes. And they've been tough minutes as well, tackling these Wellington forwards.
Oh, especially in the middle of the park, be hard work for him.
On top of trying to get some attack sparked here for the Eels. So from right to left, almost a carbon copy of the pass we saw beforehand, but this time it goes to Bradley Clark, who spins out of a couple of tackles. Norton-Powell, short side. Offload. Hot potato down the left edge. Ryle keeps the ball alive. But put down by Callis-Taylor. That brings an end to that little attacking campaign for the Eels as we approach a final 10 minutes. A lot of action down that right touchline for Wellington. Oh, ball popped out. Here we go. Picked up by Clark. Could this be it? Is this the first chance for the Eels? Oh, he done so well to draw in his centre, and the ball comes out.
Yeah, I think they've just got no energy left in them from defending for 70 minutes.
Well, they just get it back. This is the first play as the game descends into a comedy show for the Eels. Toroka with the error this time. Ten minutes remaining. Still plenty of time for an Eels try. Still plenty of time for the Orcas to hit 80. So 20 up from their line. Some big games coming up in the last round of the tournament. A big game coming up for counties up against Akarana.
Yes, next weekend. Taking on the reigning champions. Really looking forward to that game though.
Ooh. Looking forward to seeing Chopper Van Ooyen in open space.
Yeah, definitely looked like he's got some pace to burn.
Yeah, I think the wind just took that one. Great mullet, great speed, great name, Chopper. A winger named Chopper.
It's crazy how a lot of fast people have mullets.
I think there's a lot of people have mullets in general, so.
Ever rocked a mullet?
Oh, here we go. He doesn't have a mullet, but he's got the wheels. Chop down there, Talfa. Callis Taylor. Can they ride the momentum of that line break, or has the opportunity passed? Five out from the try line. Norton Powell goes left. Some stiff defense from Wellington. The contact is high. 8 minutes remaining on the clock. 0 points on the scoreboard. Is this where the Eels get it done? Do they take a moment here just to reconfigure? No, they tap and go. They're straight into it. Plenty of numbers parked down the left. Norton Powell. He hasn't had a crack from dummy half. Might we see one soon? It's from a standing start. Talinga, 2 tries already in the tournament. Oh, is this it? Oh no, it's knocked on.
Oh, I was quietly cheering, thinking they were in.
I
the
thought
try.
they were in. The fun police. Take it off them. So Masai telling his team just to calm down, take a breath. Van Ooyen. This is nice. Can they find support? Trying to get round Ryle. They do. Oh, the pass back inside is on the ground. Cleaned up by the Orcas though. This is play on. I thought they were in. It might take a couple more plays here. JB Brown, he's going to take some stopping close to the line. Bag's not tackling him. JB Brown finishing off that play from Wellington. Kisses to the crowd. So that's his first try, among many others, bringing up 68 points for the Orcas.
Yeah, it was a good break here. Thought the outside backs were going to finish that.
Well, it was a great chase from Taroka. He came from the other side of the field.
Yeah, look at the space
the
on the
stop.
right side. JB Brown. Too easy for him.
So we've surpassed the highest score of the men's competition this year. 62 points Otago put on back in round number 2. Currently at 68, could be 70 if Saloa knocks this one over. Kick is good. That brings up the 7 on the scoreboard inside the final 5 minutes. Do you have a little bit of empathy for the Eels, Crystal?
Yeah, I
They've
do.
come close now.
I do have a lot of empathy for them. I can only imagine how tough it would be to be defending for nearly the whole game. Especially against some of the big bodies of these Wellington men. It's just not the way you'd want to sort of finish your campaign with a scoreline like this. They haven't given up though.
No, they certainly haven't. Bradley Clark takes that short kickoff. Last try wins, they reckon. This is Nelson from dummy half. Norton Powell. He finds Manu Topini. This is tackle 3, I believe. This is building nicely. Ryle, right foot. Oh, he beats the defender. Can't beat the tackle of Maka. They've got numbers galore down this right edge. Do they throw the cutout ball or do they go through the hands? Wellington there in numbers. Offload. So they come back inside. 5th tackle. Is this it? Is this the last chance they'll get? Norton Powell, long pass. Grubber. It's bouncing around. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Yay!
Oh, that puts a little smile on my face.
Yes. Beautiful kick through. Kick is only as good as the chase.
It was an awesome kick. I don't know if he was aiming for that pad because I think that's where it was going to end up. Right on the money. Great anticipation. Manu Topini, I believe, the man who scored that try. Captain Courageous. Benji Ryle adds the extras. 6 points on the board. That's a nice feeling. As long as there's some points on the board, you can never quite tell the story of the game. It could be that Aoraki led 6-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
You never know.
Just never know.
Never know. So Saloa. Oh, here we go. They've found their form now. They've clicked into gear in the last 2 minutes of the tournament. They've finally found out how they want to play the game. Manu Topini, the try scorer. Maka, strong tackle. He chases out from Marker. He makes another one on Norton Powell, scragging him back. Slowing it down inside the final minute. Nice short ball. Well read by the defense. Sliding across is Fafita. The last tackle. It's a nice little chip over the top. Good positioning there from Savia. Brown's at dummy half. Some more meters for him on the stat sheet. Ten seconds remaining. Can the Orcas get another play the ball off before the hooter goes? Partia, he's happy to go to ground. 70 points is more than enough. High fives from the Orcas, job done. As they build towards a huge game next weekend against Canterbury. Aoraki a look of defeat. They were able to muster 6 points. But after a game of plenty of action, plenty of points, we have a look at some of the second half highlights. Where do we start, Crystal?
Yeah, it was down the left edge for the first try. They had a right side rampage in the first half, the Orcas, but Xavier scored the opening try of the second half down the left edge, where he got his first try. One of two, actually, that he had scored. Also scored this try here off the back of a brilliant run here from their fullback. Pass back on the inside, scooped up again by Xavier to get another try, his double.
Yeah, Star Masai was in everything in the first half. Here he is playing the ball back to Fafita, who brought some real spark in the second half. This was his first try.
He got one of two, actually. See here. Nice break here. Quick play the ball. And then good dummy half awareness from Fafita. And he got himself a double in the second half as well. Solia, too strong, too powerful. Looked like the tackle was going to be completed. But he goes in for his double of the game also.
Well, they were far from done there as well. Back on the right edge, Fafita, Masai. Nice high pass, getting over the winger. And then this one, JB Brown. He's a real standout today, wasn't he?
Oh, he was a standout. Taking all the strong carries. Goes into dummy half, scoops up the ball. No defenders really down that left-hand side. Try to make cover, but too strong, too powerful. And this was the one and only try for Aoraki. Beautiful kick through and finished there by Tōpene, who scored that try for Aoraki.
Well, perhaps the best try out of all of them that we saw was that last one.
Well, the most exciting one that got us out of our chair anyway.
Certainly was. They did say last try wins, so coming up next week, big game, big game. Falcons taking on the Vulcans at 12 p.m. as we have a chat to the Wellington captain down on the sideline.
Well, Denzel, needed to win big, and you did. How pleased with the performance?
No, pretty pleased with the boys. I think one of our goals was to stay connected especially from last week, so to do it this week, it's a big plus for us.
This game was always about points differential, really. But now that sets you up for a massive game against Canterbury, which you have to win, and you have to win with a few points.
Yeah, definitely. I know Canterbury is a good side, so I think we want to go back to training next week and tick off those boxes.
How have you found the level of the competition this year?
No, pretty good, eh? I think it's good to be part of like a South Island comp. I know previous years we're sort of in that North Island, so having to verse other teams is pretty awesome, eh?
Get you away from the boys like Counties and Akarana there, mate.
Yeah, rather verse them last, so nah, yeah, looking forward. So it'll be a good game next week.
Awesome, mate. Well done. On a good win, and hopefully it goes well next week for you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you so much.
Good one.
Well, Denzel Vaitonga, he's a front rower turned loose forward, turn number 6, and that is a game I'm looking forward to next week. Masai Vitongi going head-to-head with his Canterbury Bulls side. That is Saturday, 12 p.m. You don't want to miss that one. How do you think, whoever finishes on top of this Section B, how do you think the teams from the South Island would mix it with the teams from Auckland?
From what I've seen today, it'll be tough. I mean, counties are really in form. I know the North Island competition is extremely physicality of the game, but it'll be good to see the matchup and see. I also watched Canterbury yesterday as we were playing down there as well. That was a really good game. So, yeah, just to see the North and the South go head-to-head would be good.
Yeah, still plenty of football to be watched, but none involving the Aoraki Eels. They are done for the season as we chat to their captain, Benji Rowell.
Well, Benji, tough game, but how pleased were you when one of your mates went over and under the post there at the end?
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the boys' efforts. We know there was a tough 80 minutes on the back foot most of the game, and then just to finish strong like that just shows a bit of pride towards the end there.
And, what's it meant stepping up into this level of competition for you?
Oh, it's good. Compared to previous years, it's testing where we're at, and and that proves it that we've got lots of building to do. So can only go up from here as a team, as a club. So yeah.
How do you get better then?
Just more practice, more time together, just connection really. We're still reasonably new to league in our region, so just staying connected, same group of guys, and yeah, just keep improving.
And you got to hope that you're flying the flag, as you say, for the region. So maybe you can attract a whole bunch of new players to come along.
Yeah, well, so hopefully people watching this can see and come along and want to have a go. Or yeah.
Awesome, mate. Well, all the best. Thanks for your performance today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, his side scored 6 points, but that moustache scores 100 out of 100 for me. Captain Benji is so great. I know it's not the result that they would have wanted through this game and throughout the tournament, but knowing that they have a team in the competition and a place to play next year, do we see them grow and develop next year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what this is all about, having these games, showing on TV, creates opportunities, gives awareness to those who aren't playing to come along and have a go. So hopefully that's the case in their area, in their region. People go along, join the game and strengthen the competition, especially in that area.
Well, that is what it is all about. Wellington victorious here, though. The hometown heroes, they finished 70 points to 6 over Aoraki. Thank you for joining us here today, and enjoy the NRL later tonight.